Hey guys, it's Matt and Joe with VMP's Tuning Tuesday, Season 2, Episode 45. And...
rotational check.
Rotator works. We gotta go for rotator.
I'm good.
You good? All right,
okay.
Yep,
right.
We're
Excellent.
good.
We can go now.
So as some of
we're gonna mess with them and make the whole table spin.
As some of you may know, we've been doing a lot with Odin lately. And by doing a lot with it, I mean testing. And
well, technically you have.
Yeah.
I've walked out a few times and go, "How's it going, Joe?"
How's it going there, eh?
And then you fixed something, and I went, "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that."
What it make on the dyno there, eh?
Exactly. That's a very important role.
Yeah. So if you guys
Joe
have
found
questions,
out about tip-in spark retard.
Yeah, I found out about it.
I felt so bad because when Mike told me that you had figured out what that dip was, and I went, "Oh, I forgot about that. I should have told him that."
Yeah. The struggle is real. So if you guys have questions about Odin or something else, hit us up.
Come at us, bro.
Is there any other topics we want to cover today besides Odin? It's how it's great and it's awesome. Ooh, what did you guys do for Black Friday? And by do, I mean buy.
What did you get? Yeah, how broke how angry are your wives right now?
I don't know if you did it right, they're not angry at all. The key there is doing it right.
I don't think we really did a whole lot, me personally, on Black Friday.
I bought myself a truck bed topper.
Oh.
A little bed cover. And bought something else for the truck. I can't remember what it was.
We didn't even go out on Black Friday. We don't do that thing. I think these people go out to stores and they trample each other are retarded.
Yeah.
But
I used to be about that life in the sense that I'd wake up early and I'd actually go, but I've been more spoiled by the internet over the years in the sense that I can just order it and have it shipped and I don't have to deal with that. Yeah, great. So we got Marso TV, will you make Odin for 11 to 14s? To be determined.
To be determined.
Jeff Scarland, any clue when the 1819 F-150 Supercharger kit will become available? You can order it now. Release date is TBD.
We have, if I'm not mistaken, we have what we feel is a final design, correct?
For F-150 stuff?
Oh, sorry.
Like the blower itself.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I meant the hardware-wise.
Yeah, hardware-wise, it works the same on a F-150 as it does Mustang, but there's just little odds and ends things that make it different.
I have a feeling I'll be doing part of the F-150 stuff.
Probably.
I think we basically we have a truck, we got to get another blower, we got to get it put on and beat on it.
Yeah, and dev it all out.
Yep.
Are the intake runners on the 18 up 5 liters and GT350s the same?
Ooh,
they are not the same. There's a Ford document that was released not too long ago that goes into pretty good depth into that stuff. They're close, but they're not the same. And then Joel Steen, when can we expect a dyno result from a bone stock A10 GT with just 93 in the tank with an Odin at say 10 PSI? When I get a stock A10 GT in here. If you want to consider a car that has headers as not being stock, which technically it is, then yeah, I'll just need a stock car here to do it. Yeah, because then we have 2 available to us, and they're both somewhat modified. That and... Because I know like ours has the DI thing, and... Yeah, and frankly, I don't want this to come off as mean, but frankly, I could give a shit. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. It's 10 pounds on a 12-to-1 motor. It's going to make power. How much it makes, it's going to make similar to what the other blowers make at 10 pounds. More than a Roush, probably more than an Edelbrock, similar to what a 3-liter Whipple makes at 10 pounds. 10 pounds of boost is 10 pounds of boost. As long as you're able to keep air temps manageable, it's 10 pounds of boost. Which we spent a good bit of time designing on, so... Yeah, this thing performs really well. Right. I don't see 10 pounds being an issue. I think we can safely say that, like you said, just by sheer design alone, that, like you said, it's going to be better than Roush. It's more than likely going to be better than Edelbrock. And then simply because of the front inlet. Yeah, inlet alone. And then the inlet is really going to shine once people start turning them up. That's where it's going to really shine. You get the detractors that are like, oh, the Ford Roush blower only has an 87 millimeter throttle body. Yeah, that's all you can put on it.
Right. And
The
sorry
Edelbrock
they
only
designed
has
it
a
that way.
102 or 102 or 105, and it's like, yeah, that's all you can put on it without making a custom inlet.
We deeply
Sorry, not
apologize
sorry.
that the other company designed it wrong.
Yeah, and I mean it works on those other things, but you can't say it's not apples to apples when it's in a configuration that you have the potential to run without altering the supercharger on our stuff.
Correct.
Bossman 12 Boss. With the Odin supercharger, you have to grind any part of the engine now like you do with the Gen 3R install, so you don't have to grind anything into the Valley. The Fiat stuff is still TBD, so whether or not you have to grind depends on what we do with the Fiat stuff.
You know, say, as
We
of
have a
right now,
couple
I don't
different-
think we have anything. That...
We have a couple different ideas of what we're going to do for Fiat stuff, but it's still got to be hammered out. And then is there anything else you're copying in now?
Yeah, I got a couple more things.
Okay.
Ooh.
So is porting Odin going to free up much, or would it just clean up the flow?
We don't. I don't know.
I think at the 10 to 12 pound level, it's not really going to do anything for it.
No.
Maybe at the higher levels, but at this point, we don't have data to support it, so I don't really want to say either way.
I'm sure it'll help some, just strictly from the point of view as you take something that's cast versus something that's been basically gone over with a cartridge roll and smoothed and shined and buffed. You know, just that alone is always going to help airflow.
Yeah.
How much? I don't know. We don't even know what it's. We only have preliminary stuff as it sits, let alone we don't have some finalized numbers.
We haven't really turned this thing up too crazy.
No, not at all.
Highest I've turned it up so far is 14, 15 pounds. And I beat the snot out of it at 14, 15 pounds on the dyno to make sure belt drive and blower durability and everything are good at that level. But for what I did for the dyno video that you guys saw, that was still really mild.
Yeah, we haven't had a chance to put this on like a built motor, built 10R80 car on E and really...
One could argue that even on stock engine I could go more aggressive than I did, but I didn't.
Right.
I didn't want to make it in. This is the max of what you can do, because we're still only at lower boost. If I wanted to do it, this is the max of what you can do, it'd be at like 24, 25 pounds at this point, and that's really not a good idea on a stock engine.
It's going to run hard. There's no doubt about it.
It's like, it's the same rotor pack we use in Gen 3R.
Yep.
And we went out of our way to make sure the inlet can flow as much air as we can get it to flow with a casting. And
we paid a lot. We've got a lot of engineering into intercoolers and.
Exactly.
It's a pretty badass kit.
It's going to be the bee's knees of 2650 stuff. So.
Yeah.
And DIVK. Is it at all possible to modify the Odin to fit a GT350? I asked because I have a 9-to-1 built motor and would like to utilize the Odin. In terms of whether or not it'll bolt down, it should bolt down just the same as it does on an 18.
Yeah, we've been getting these questions a lot as far as will it fit other older S550s or even 1114s, and the bolt pattern's the same.
Yeah, and
the Valley, technically Odin has more space because there's clearance for the DI injectors, which are not in the other ones. So as far as what I could tell, the blower will physically bolt on. It will. It's just a matter, but we haven't tried it yet.
Yeah.
We haven't got that far. Stick one on Chucky.
Yeah, I don't know that we're ever going to try to bolt one on a GT350, but if you want to try one, do it.
I think it would work. You might have to change some hoses around and stuff, but
my quandary with the GT350 is that people think, oh, they're so vastly different. From an exterior mounting surface standpoint, they're the same exact thing.
It's the same damn thing, yeah.
And then, how long did it take to develop Odin?
A long time.
Yeah, basically beginning of the year to now.
We were already working on it. I started in March, and we were already working on it when I started. They were already invested in it. It took a long time. There's a lot of 3D modeling. There was a lot of stuff that we sent back because it wasn't a lot of testing. There was stuff that we sent back that we weren't happy with.
A lot of 3D printing.
A lot of
all of it.
There was a lot of stuff that we wanted as close to a perfect blower as we could get, and
took a few tries to get there.
And the whole time we were paying attention to the aftermarket and seeing what the mistakes that other people were making, and we were taking note. All right, let's make sure we don't do that.
Or we go out of our way to make sure that this is in this way easier to install than this is, and all that stuff.
So it took a lot longer than expected, but it's because we were we were being nitpicky at that point in time.
Yeah.
So that was a good question.
Mhm.
So I think we were about a year into it.
Yeah, probably. And one thing I don't want people to get away from, and I think I've already mentioned this, is that we're still talking about a 2650 rotor pack on a 5-liter engine.
Yes.
Your pulleys per boost, your blower efficiency and all that stuff is still really similar to what it is with the Gen 3R stuff you see us putting out now, except now we have basically a different configuration of the same thing, if that makes sense, but in other ways better than what we previously had. I don't know how else to explain that. Will the Odin eventually take the place of Gen 3R? At this time, no. GT500s still need a Gen 3R, so
Yeah.
you can't bolt a Coyote manifold directly onto a GT500, and it's very cost prohibitive if you already have a GT500 that has a supercharger to have to buy a $9,000 blower kit to get a supercharger for your car.
Yeah.
And then to have to redesign the whole front belt drive assembly and everything, it isn't feasible. So
Seems silly.
Gen 3R will always exist in a universe where Odin does.
Yay.
Yay. And Dan?
No, and that.
No more and Dan.
What else we got?
What'd you do this weekend? Do any hood rat stuff?
What did I do? Not a lot. Christmas decorations. Christmas
Sad.
decorations. Well, I fought my wife off for like a month because she's one of those people that wants to decorate for Christmas before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm not about that
So
life.
I fought her off on that one. So finally, it was like we ate Thanksgiving dinner, and then after dinner, I was like, okay, now you can decorate. And I'll be damned if she didn't start Thursday afternoon. So.
God, not about that life. We just got our counters and stuff.
That's right, your crooked counters.
Yeah, well, they're not crooked anymore.
So then mostly just some odds and ends, and then I came up here on Saturday, and I had a truckload of parts I still had to take home, so I came up here and did that, and then that was about it. Christmas decorations. I didn't do a whole lot this weekend. Trying to calm before the storm.
I know I did something, but I can't remember now.
I don't know. We don't talk on the weekends. We're always too busy for each other.
We just send each other memes on the weekends.
Yes, we do. We do that very well, and then you send them to Mike.
Yep. Because Mike isn't involved in the face place.
He is not. Sometimes that's smarter.
Yeah, it is. Derek
Here.
Scarlin, does Odin stand for something or mean something? So we'll be releasing a video about all that stuff. It's not an acronym for anything per se.
No.
But it...
Brian's over there shaking his head. What's it mean, Brian?
What does it mean?
Why don't you tell us, Brian? What does it mean? He's getting
yeah,
bad.
you
Look,
could...
he turned red. Look at him.
But you could say it's it has some links to Norse mythology. You kind of draw your own conclusions there.
Sorry,
Don't die, Brian. Don't die.
There's an inside joke that we can't ever tell you guys, unfortunately, but that's why we're cracking up laughing. So.
And Dan? No
But
more
that's
Dan?
another good question that I hope Brian can answer someday. And then.
Ooh, it's actually somewhat cold in Florida right now, guys.
Somewhat
It's
cold.
So weird.
We had to put a jacket on,
Yeah.
a light jacket.
Do you think anyone will try meth injection on an 18 up with
Of
Odin?
course, because
Of course, people
everyone-
love meth.
Of course. I'll probably be one of them.
Odin Breaking Bad edition.
Well, pretty much a long time ago, when I figured out that you can take water meth and spray it through a blower and it makes more boost, that made me.
Very excited.
That made me excited.
Moist.
I found that by accident. And I went, oh, when the water meth is on, it makes 2 more pounds of boost. Ooh,
What
I
is
like
this?
What is this?
That must have been a loose blower.
It was. I don't know. I'm just saying. So yes, blowers love water meth, even when they're already on other forms of fuel. Anytime you can send a liquid through the blower, it. That's kind of why wet nitrous kits work so well as well.
Ooh,
Because
giggity.
you have the super cold nitrous and you have a liquid fuel going through the blower at the same time. Yeah.
So instead of me spinning in my chair, I'll just spin the laptop.
Right.
Guys, how far are you from Fort Myers? I don't know.
Fort Myers is on the other coast, south of Sarasota, so I'm gonna say
Probably 3.5,
I'm
4
gonna go
hours.
3.5. Yeah, 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours.
Yeah,
Not
because I
super
think
far.
from my
It's about
house
2.5 to Sarasota.
my house to Sarasota Casperton area was every bit of 3 hours.
Yeah, and then Fort Myers is south of that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those. I don't know if it's faster to go across and down, or kind of go if there's a diagonal through like.
I think there's a diagonal through like Wildwood and
I'm
stuff.
gonna say there's a diagonal through Sebring, I think.
Yeah.
How many? 4 hours? I was right. Oh, okay. That's
No.
not bad then. Oh, I was thinking 4.
Must be because we're so close to like 95.
Well, that's because you get in
94.
you get in the middle of the state and there's nothing there other than sugarcane, and you can go like 400 miles an hour, and then as long as
You're
you
saying down by Sebring.
yeah,
Yeah, like what is that, 19 or something? That
something
road?
craziness. Or if you've ever had to go across 70 in the middle of the night, that's
Yeah.
sketchy. But yeah, so it looks like 3 hours. Not that bad. Why are you coming up here?
New phone. Who dis?
NA Stang 87. He looks familiar.
NA Stang.
I feel like that's a screen name off of Need to Speed.
It does sound about right. For Need for
I'm wondering
Speed.
if I wonder if that's the same one.
What will VMP be showing at PRI and Indy? To be honest, I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'll be there. I don't know what I'm showing, but I'll be there.
Mhm.
Come by, say hi.
Showing all the things.
We'll be showing all the things. I'm sure we'll have an Odin there. I'm sure.
Yeah, I think.
I don't see why we wouldn't, but
It would be a
stranger
good
things
place
have
to take
happened. Yeah, imagine that. So we will know exactly what we're doing at PRI on the way to PRI,
Mm-hmm.
and then so just swing by and say hi.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I forget. That's next week.
We'll know what we're bringing when we're packing.
Yes. Because even if we have a list, Justin's going to come up and go, here, take this too.
Here, this too.
So, so Justin, Rebecca, and Indigo and I are flying up. And then
And I think Chuck and
Jesse
are driving
supposed
up.
to be driving up
Yeah.
with the truck with all the things and stuff.
Yep.
So, well, I'll be out there.
Eastbound and down.
Yep.
Loaded up in truck.
I'm really excited. I haven't been to PRI since the first year they did it in Indy, so that was 5 years ago.
Gonna be doing what they say can't be done.
Yeah.
Got a long way to go.
I had a lot of fun up
It's
there.
a long time to get there.
I was very surprised because it's freezing as cold in the middle of Indianapolis, and
It's
it
terrible.
was a much larger turnout than what it was down here in sunny Florida and Orlando.
No.
I don't
Bull.
understand that one.
Bull.
No,
Bull.
there's more.
I went to PRI like 3 or 4 years in a row down here. As
I
a
used to go
spectator.
every year. Yeah.
Yeah, as a spectator, and then it went away. And I think if you count the part of PRI that actually matters in Indianapolis, like not the 50 cubicles of Chinese importing companies.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that it's very similar size to what it was in Orlando,
That's
and the
true.
weather is
It just seemed like
significantly
there was
better.
it just seemed like there was a much larger number of vendors in Indianapolis.
There's a lot
But
of
you're
vendors
right.
up there, but everyone's sad. It's Indianapolis.
Because it's miserable.
Yeah.
Indianapolis, there's snow, and I have this hilarious memory because we went out with some friends named John McCormick.
Oh
And
man,
we
that
got
name sounds familiar.
Oh, he's hilarious. But anyway, he had a rental car, and he made it a point where the thing would be like, it's 10 degrees outside, and he'd fire at the rental car, and he's just like standing on it. It's like he felt like this would warm the car up faster. No oil pressure at all, but we're just gonna floor it and bang this rental car on the limiter. So it was a good time, but it was miserable outside, that's for sure.
Sadness.
So other than that, I'm excited for PRI. I really am.
I'm excited for Chris.
I'm excited for Chris.
Just look at him.
He's got he looks like a biker today, doesn't he?
He does. He's got his little beanie
He's
on.
got this little beanie on, and he's got the.
It's below 60 degrees. It's very cold.
I know. And people will joke at us and be like, "Oh, it ain't cold till it's below 0." And it's like, you haven't been in a Florida winter, have you?
I can't say anything. I grew up in Northeast Ohio. It's very miserable up there. So
I have family in Michigan, and I can say that I've been outside 0 degrees Fahrenheit at midnight.
Yep.
And like jeans and a t-shirt and been fine.
Yep.
And you go out here when it's like below 50 in the morning.
It's
And
crisp.
it's like, what is this? It cuts right through your jeans.
I feel like it's because there's still so much water in the air, whereas the winters up there, it's like all the water is now frozen, so there's just like the super dry cold versus like it's like a damp cold down here, I guess.
It is.
Do you know, what is this? Daniel Roberts, do you guys know if the Gen 2 short blocks are out of production? I've been looking for one, and it seems that the Ford is not selling them as a short block, i.e. complete short block, rods, pistons, crank anymore. I have a Gen 1 crate motor with a...
Department of Boost,
Department
Trinity
of Boost Trinity,
TDS.
gotcha.
My tuner doesn't want to push the car any further with a current in 82 millimeter pulley and E85
I
setup.
had heard a rumor that they were out. I mean, it makes sense that they're not going to... If you're making a Gen 3, you're not going to retool your production line to keep making a Gen 2. So pretty much when they start making a Gen 3, they got to have enough reserve capacity to supply the aftermarket, well not the aftermarket, but the repair
The
department,
7-year law.
the 7-year law or whatever. So basically, they're going to have a stockpile, and once they run out, they run out. What's his name's got one for sale? What's his name?
Andrew Sheridan.
Andrew Sheridan's got one.
I think
for
I saw
sale.
sale pending on that last night, so I don't know if it's on its way.
I heard that they were out of. I heard that they were out. I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, he's taking his beanie off. Oh no, he's repositioning it. Rebecca has requested that Chris get on camera so I can see, please.
See, he he looks like he just got a Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, he
Like,
is
see-
Sons of Anarchy.
see, look, he's got the look.
Blue shirt.
Look,
Yeah.
he's got the lanyard and
perfect.
everything. Like
Yeah.
straight Sons of Anarchy right there.
Sons of Anarchy.
That's where you took your bike down, right?
Move over a little bit.
He's one of the
okay.
Aztecs.
Here.
Y'all.
Chris is the Wizard of Oz. He is the man behind the curtain.
Yes, he is definitely the Wizard of Oz. He's back there and he turns the knobs and he pulls the cords and all that stuff.
He just had to put his switchblade away though.
Right, yeah.
see?
When the camera doesn't work,
His
it's
wallet
his,
chain.
Yeah, when the camera doesn't work, it's his fault.
When the camera isn't working, it's his fault.
Yep, it's his fault. I'll give you his number and address.
When the
if you need.
stream goes down, it's because he's doing too much surfing.
Yep, there's that.
It's all that.
So he did get like a 4-wheeler, so he's kind of doing the bike thing now.
Dang.
And it's a mini 4-wheeler, but he's like lengthening the swing arm on it and stuff. So I'm just saying.
Trying to keep the front end
Just
down.
saying, it's kind of like a chopper already. He's already chopping it and doing some stuff. So,
But yeah, I guess I don't know what time it is because this is a Mac.
this is a Mac.
Yeah.
We don't know how any of this works.
It's 202.
Okay, it's 2:02. So I think we started a little late today. We'll go on for a little bit longer.
Is it? Oh, it's an Apple.
I guess let us
does
comment
this-
what
when
you guys want to see us do with Odin, and maybe we will oblige you.
When you purchase the Apple, does it come with a sense of entitlement, or do you have to get that on your own?
That's a separate purchase.
That's self-developed.
It comes at first.
Oh, get it. I get it. All right, just making sure. See, here we are. Here we are. You enjoy your 2-year-old technology?
Ooh, burn.
Oh, he got me because mine's a Note 8.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Yeah, Odin's awesome. Let us know what you guys want us to do with it.
I feel like I just started an Android versus Apple fight online.
Oh, definitely.
Those are definitely good for a couple
100%.
hundred
That's-
comments.
That's Coke versus Pepsi, Ford versus Chevy.
You remember Modular Mayhem before it got shut down?
Yeah, LMM
Yeah.
as the boys
Man,
call it.
Dang, dude. 1,000 comments deep
Yeah.
on everything.
Everybody getting ripped apart.
I
Didn't
miss-
they do some like community changes to keep
Yeah,
forums from like that
I'm
being a
thoroughly
thing?
convinced that Facebook revamped like their what they allow and not allow based partly on LMM.
There was like separate subsections of a lot of the forums that was like a trash talking
Oh
forum.
yeah.
Where like
yeah.
everything was allowed.
It was like Yellow Bullet, it's trash or be trashed.
Yeah.
God,
And
good old-
SVTP had it.
Yep. Was it Yellow Bullet's trash or be trashed? I think so. I don't know. I spent a lot of time on SVT Performance and Yellow Bullet, man.
Yeah.
I learned a lot of stuff on Yellow Bullet.
That was
A lot
the
of
place.
it's not true too. But I still learned a lot of stuff.
Gotta
on Yellow
learn to
Bullet.
fish through the bad to get the good.
There's a lot of old school. There's a lot of knowledge on that thread because there's a lot of old school guys that don't do the Facebook thing.
Yeah.
And let me tell you what, you wanna learn how to tune like a direct port nitrous motor? Go on Yellow Bullet and talk to Steven Johnson and and a bunch of them other old guys up there, and they'll tell you, I don't know what a wideband is, but I can tell you how to read this plug.
Derek Sizemore, want to see Odin on a built Gen 3.
Yes. It'll
We should
probably
be able
happen.
to make that happen.
It's probably going to happen. I'm pretty sure we have one in store, but I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that one yet.
Yeah, I guess when we do the thing, we'll talk about.
You know
the
who
thing.
I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I do.
He's
And then I know that we're
he's set
we're
to
thinking
have one
about
come
getting-
off.
we're thinking about getting a build short block for R18 and just going full send with it as well.
Don't use the sleeve guide that I used.
You don't even have to say it. I'm already there, man.
When your sleeves break so bad that you just sell the car.
Yep. You've had such bad luck with that thing.
Oh my god.
Bob LeBove. I have a 13 GT with a Gen 3R TR6060 swap, but the guy that did the trans left me high and dry with no speedo and of course lots of check engine lights. How do I get the trans to talk to the ECU? Buy yourself a OSS connector for anything from a 99 to 04, or technically 99 to 2014 Cobra or GT500. Just get the pigtail, cut the 3-wire connector off the MT82 harness, and I can't remember which wire colors to connect. You can message me and I can tell you. You connect them, you click it in, and you order a tune update.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a little bit different. When I did mine, because mine was a 12 and I did the 6060 way back in the day, I had to use the little converter box.
That's the problem. That's what everyone told you had to do. And that's
Yes,
what you
that's
did.
what I was told I had to do.
Yeah,
As
and you don't.
it converted a 2-wire, or it converted the 2-wire from the transmission to a 3-wire for that the MT82 used to use.
Yeah, everyone's all like
And then I
square
changed the
wave,
tune, yeah.
square wave or solid. No, don't worry about it. Plug it in
Right.
and ask for a tune update. Let us know which ratios your 6060 is, and we'll get you squared
Look
away.
at that Joe Tommy thumb.
Ta-da!
It's just I haven't messed with the 6060 stuff in that so long.
Yeah.
So, and honestly, we have value files for them, so I've never taken the time to even see what the value files do.
Yeah.
It's more like, all right, here we go.
I know the guy that built them.
I know
They
the guy-
work right.
Exactly. I've not. If it's in the Joe's value file folder, I don't question it.
It works.
Other than I curse you every time because I look at the ID 1000 and there's like 2 different ID 1000s and there's 5 different 47s. And I want to stab you because I never know which one I use.
The problem is there is legit like 5 different
know.
47s.
That's why I'm like, oh, I can't remember.
I put the part numbers for the injector in them.
Doesn't help, Joe. All right. When the customer goes, I have 47s.
Well,
All right.
that's the customer, not me.
So this is it. We know if
So
it's
guys,
in the Joe's
be
folder, it's good.
specific. What injectors do you have? Not what pound-hour fuel flow are they. Which model injector?
What is this? Do you guys do the tune update? Absolutely.
We do.
Absolutely.
Yep, every day.
It'll come straight out of the Joe's value file folder.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think that's all you have to do. I mean, like, as far as from on our end, yeah. I don't remember which wire is which, but he just has to connect the 2, and that's that, right?
Yeah, I have the diagrams. If you reach out, I can give us sales and support.
Joe says he got you, fam.
Mm-hmm. It's easy peasy.
What else we got, Chris? Come at me. Really? You guys don't want to know anything?
Hot diggity dog. What time is it? Time to go.
Jeez.
208.
2:08. What time did we start?
I don't know.
What's the duration
I
of
was
the
like-
live stream?
we were like 5
Is it-
minutes late.
We had 30 minutes yet?
We're 5 minutes late.
27 minutes right
Ah,
Aw,
2 more minutes.
3 more minutes. Plus a bonus.
A bonus round?
Yeah.
What's the bonus round?
I don't know.
Odin.
We've covered most of it. The problem is that it's still new to us. So we're still figuring it out. We're still learning, so you have to learn as we learn.
And I don't know that we're not really learning anything.
Yeah, you're right. That's the wrong way
It's
to say
just
it.
all like validating everything we've already
Correct.
done with Gen 3R stuff.
Even though Black Friday's over, pre-sale's still going on.
Yeah, even though Black Friday's over, the pre-sale on Odin's still going on.
Yes.
If you want to get linked up with an Odin, hit us up. We can get you hooked up.
Get the Odin. Do the Odin. We still got the plaques? How many we got left?
An amount.
An amount. Yeah.
Oh no, you
Uh-oh.
lost a bunch of paper.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're still doing the commemorative
confetti.
plaque thing.
Yep, commemorative plaque. Each one of the pre-ordered Odins gets this.
Scientifically proven to help resale value.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. But
I don't know why you'd want to resell it.
You wouldn't want. There's nothing better. So.
Well, you could resell your car with it on it and thereby be worth more. It has one of the first 25 Odin Superchargers. They come with a T-shirt too, right?
Correct.
All right. Yep. Yeah. So you get a cool exclusive T-shirt.
Or you could bring your car to us. We could install the Odin. We could put the plaque on the car, and then it would be like a Roush. Only it would be a VMP.
Oh, you're saying in the sense that you get a plaque.
Yeah, you get a plaque.
Yeah.
So like you could
Or
say
like
this,
the Celine
you could
cars.
say this. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
you could say this is a Phase 3 VMP.
Oh man.
This is an Odin VMP. It's a special limited edition Mustang. We'll give you floor mats. Almost owned one. I was this close to owning one. That's still one of my dream cars. I don't know why. With the Zex
I
kit in
don't
the
know
back.
why either. I'll take the. What did they do? Did they do an Aerostar or a Windstar? Celine?
It was a Windstar.
Tim Allen's.
I think it was in a Windstar. It had like an intake. It had an intake manifold and a bunch of other stuff on it.
Yeah, I think
remember
it
right.
was a Windstar.
Something like that. So yeah, I just remember the Sony Explode Focus Edition. It had like speakers and subs and everything right from the Explode amps all in the back of the thing, straight from Ford. Explode floor mats and seats and.
Oh, that's one of the things I did this weekend. I adjusted the sound system in the Vic.
Is it still louder when the trunk's open?
I haven't tested that yet, but I can tell you the system overall is at least 10 or 11 decibels louder.
Ooh. You know how you can fix that? You can add more.
Nah, I'm good now.
It's
Now that I got
it's
it
not
all
like you're
figured
gonna
out,
run
I
out of
gotta figure
trunk
it out.
space.
No, that's very true. Just run out of alternator real quick.
Yeah. That's why you get the police interceptor one.
That'll end up being what I have to do here eventually. It already, like if I have AC running headlights on and it turned up, it starts getting to like the 12.7, 12.6 region.
You'll be alright.
Yeah. Doesn't matter now at 11s.
Yeah. As long as it's not 10.8 at watt, you're fine.
Oh, I saw on one of the threads, someone was asking if all of the kits will be speed density. At this point in time, I don't think they'll all be speed density. A lot of that requires a OS change, and
Right.
we'll probably be doing most of the Odin stuff in terms of production stuff, math-based.
Yeah, because not everyone's gonna. Changing strategy in general is kind of a pain in the ass. So I think we're gonna try and make the mass air work.
Yeah, we already have a cold air and everything designed. We just have to get them here.
Correct. Yeah, basically we're only doing speed density right now because we don't have a cold air that fits it worth a damn. So here we are. But yeah, that's actually that's a good point. I forgot about that one.
Where's the math? How's this possible?
It's a good
Black
sounding
Magic and
blower.
Voodoo. It is. It is. Sounds really good.
It's a very good sounding blower. I like the blower line.
The
I got a
scream.
I got a soft place in my heart for some blower wine.
Yeah, you do. Mr. Weld the port shut on a lightning blower.
Yep. That's the screamo version of Superchargers.
Exactly.
Any other questions, Chris? Wow, you guys are dry today. Jeez,
No more end in.
we didn't even come at you with that many topics because we figured we'd get slammed with questions, and then we didn't. We were like all suited up, and we had our gladiator sticks,
our
and
battle
everything.
armor.
Yeah, and nothing.
I did.
We're all dressed up
I'm
and
good.
nowhere to go.
I guess let us know again what you want to see us do with Odin. If you have any other questions, try and get them ready for next week, or shoot us an email to sales and support.
Because we leave
and we'll be happy to get back with you.
Wednesday for PRI. So Tuesday will be our show before PRI. We'll be doing a live burnout box from PRI.
Oh damn!
I might be there. I don't know. Depends.
I think you're going.
Well, I'm going, but I don't know where the burnout. I don't know if I'm gonna be on the burnout box or not.
Yeah, they usually do it in the booth, so you'll be there.
I'll be in the background going.
Yee! Like mini me.
Yeah.
All right, but I guess until next week, I'll talk to you guys later. All right, we're doing a burnout box this Thursday too here.
Yes.
Okay, so hit us up on Thursday if you have any more questions about Odin, and
All the Odin questions.
yeah. Other than that, have a good week, guys.
You guys should
and
buy some of them too.
Yeah, do that.
You should order
Need
some
more
while
Odins.
we still have that pre-sale thing.
Yeah, because any orders after this initial pre-sale are going to be a while out. So, yeah.
And if the promo code, you type in promo code Joe, and it'll give you Promised Land milk.
I don't know about all that. That's my milk. That code's only supposed to be used by me. But yeah, I guess until then, see you Thursday, guys, or see you next week.
All right, bye-bye. Love you long time.
Bye.